Leo, welcome to the Jezebel Way Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing your love and separation read for the month of April. I wanted to say thank you for the 2,326 views for first half last month. I sure appreciate you guys. We've got a new moon coming in on April 11. That's the Aries new moon. If you want to get something done or you need some little extra courage to break through some barriers, there's your time frame. So let's see what's going on in love for you, Leo. Get to see my big ass cards today. These are visions of alchemy or something like that. Anyway, they're beautiful, wonderful cards, but they're like huge. I'm gonna use them anyway. Having some courage. Having some courage to overcome some things. It looks like lack and healing. Somebody's trying to overcome something here, love relationship wise. It looks like lots of dysfunction, destruction, toxicity. Someone's trying to overcome and heal from that. Making a decision about the tower moment involving commitment to regain balance. Someone, though, may be blocking out a transformation in relationship by not having communication, which is resulting in heartbreak. So we want this conversation to happen about commitment with the lovers, right? We want this conversation to happen. So what we're looking for here is transformation. So let's get into it and see if and where and when that's coming in. Okay, let's use these. We haven't used these. I think this is before tarot deck here. Anxiety in the situation, major. Yeah, somebody's just kind of being a hermit. Overcoming the obstacles. Blocking others out is someone's way of protecting themselves. Okay, nurturing. Somebody wants to nurture and overcome lack, sadness over loss of relationship, and wanting there to be a reuniting, wanting there to be a beginning, a new beginning. Someone has to take the steps, though, to rebuild. Okay, they have to rebuild themselves, you know. Sometimes the energy can't be focused on a person. It has to be focused inward on ourselves in order to rebuild and open up that manifestation. So let's see what's going on with your lover, Leo. Leo, your lover is getting themselves out of a situation. They are blocking out their own healing. So basically your partner's kind of stuck in a rut. Decision making. They feel like they've gotten themselves out of a bad situation and now they're trying to make the decision to heal. So far I have Aquarius. I have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Lots of fire energy. Yeah. Somebody is healing because they were under the illusion of something and it didn't turn out the way that they thought. So they are not suffering illusions anymore. They are moving toward healing. So whatever happened to your partner here, if it's this relationship, you know, they kind of feel like this situation they've freed themselves from, or maybe this is you, Leo. Yeah, Leo moving forward toward judgment in this situation. So, Leo, this may have been you, because I feel like you are rushing toward placing a judgment on this situation. And the judgment is, look, I'm good on my own. I'm good. I'm you know, financially contented. emotionally contented. I've got everything I need. And now I want the focus to be on me. So let's see what the blocks are for your partner. But there are incoming messages in this situation from the other party. Your partner, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, has put the brakes on this situation, not moving forward in order to gain their own balance. So this is a lot of mirroring behavior between the two of you. Sagittarius and Cancer here. All right, Leo, yeah. You've got the Devil card, feeling chained to a situation from the past. Not being able to overcome something from the past. And also, you know, I mentioned earlier, this person shutting out was a way of protecting themselves from the situation, but it's also not allowing transformation to happen either. Sometimes we have to sit with those feelings. We have to sit with the responsibility of that in order for us to move forward, because next comes purging and then comes enlightenment, right? So let's see what's going on between the two of you. So Leo, you may be shutting out this person, or they may be shutting you out. And whichever one of you is doing this is doing it because there's an idea of protection in the situation. Protecting themselves, protecting their heart, protecting their feelings. So what I have here between the two of you is that one of you decided not to go any further with this relationship. I think that the focus here was an individual victory of some kind, moving on for an individual victory, and moving forward. So we split apart for whatever reasons here, and you're kind of on your own journeys at this point, right? You're on your journey, they're on their journey for healing. So a lot of mirroring behavior, which indicates twin flame relationship patterns. However, there will be forward movement and a commitment in this situation, okay? The idea is to come back together and have this commitment together. Now, how you get from A to Z, well, we're going to take a look. So let's see how they feel about you. There's been a lot of bad conversation about future plans. Okay, what do you have a plan for your life? You know, that's kind of what I'm hearing here. You know, what are you going to do about this? This is nothing but excesses. Somebody found something excessive. Somebody was being excessive or having excessive behavior or something. They withdrew their commitment card, right? They didn't want the conflict. It's kind of a love-hate type situation. Not a love-hate, but kind of an enabling, maybe. Somebody withdrew their commitment, but they're still offering their love. So, Leo, either you're still in somebody's corner and you've had to withdraw your commitment. You've had to do a little tough love, right? Or this is happening to you. So somebody's still in your corner and they still want this love in this situation. They still want this commitment and happiness here. But some kind of transformation had to take place, or has to take place, in order for that to come together. Yet it hasn't taken place yet. So let's see what they are thinking. Lovers. Somebody wants to elevate a lover here. They want to elevate them. Maybe somebody puts a lover on a pedestal. You know, maybe somebody's always reaching down, trying to grab this lover up after they've fallen. Maybe this is like a Captain Save-A-Ho, or maybe this is kind of like somebody who creates fires in order for that person to gain their attention, for them to put out the fire all the time. Somebody's always helping the other one up, which is admirable, which is good. But, you know, it puts either you or your partner in a position in which there's not really relationship happening. It's always saving, always trying to help them up. If that makes sense to some of you. So for some reason, this person self-medicates. They may drink to, you know, blot out the memory of someone else. I think also this is saying that somebody feels as though no matter how many times they've been in love, or no matter how many relationships they've been in, it never works out. It never works out. It never works out. So why should I try this again? They do feel like they're taken advantage in relationship. Somebody has taken advantage of them. And what they want most of all, and what the two of you want most of all, is to be together in this cycle here, right? Somebody's going to have a light bulb moment in this situation. I think also, okay, this is a mentality that somebody's in. A mentality that, oh, it's always going to go bad. There's always going to be something wrong. And they're always looking for that little thing that, you know, they're looking for something to be uncovered, or they're looking for the shoe to drop, or they're looking for the bad parts. Instead of focusing on what's working, instead of focusing on what can work, instead of having a plan to overcome situation, they're looking for their claws to get out of the relationship. So when something presents itself in a way that's not exactly on the up and up, or it's not to their liking, or they think it may be deceptive, that's their get out of jail card, right? Oh, I'm done. I'm done. No, you did this. I can't be in this relationship. I'm done. So I think what's happened here is, because the end goal is this coming together in a new cycle, somebody has started to transform, and they've started to overcome and have light bulb moments and epiphanies about not looking for the deception, not looking for the backstabbing, not looking for this to go wrong like everything else has. They're going to walk past that idea because they've changed their perspective. Okay, so look for that changed perspective. And let's see what their intention is with you. Transparency, holding on to the idea of commitment, of the idea of husband energy. There's also a strange worshiping happening here, right? Right, somewhere up here I said about putting a lover on a pedestal, right? There's kind of this idea here that other people do the same thing. They put this person on a pedestal. There's some sort of worshiping, some sort of control here. Some sort of way with people that people are so bedazzled by the show, right, that they're not looking at the inner parts, the inner working parts, something like that, okay? But the transformation has not happened. Somebody desires the transformation, but it has not yet happened. Also, someone, Leo, here, and if this isn't you, fine, it's somebody else. It's your partner or whatever. But there's an issue of commitment that's a problem here. Somebody continuously avoids commitment. They want the next adventure. They want the next thing. They're addicted to the what's the word I'm looking for? The adrenaline kick with newness. So sometimes this person may not work on foundations. They may not look at the inner workings of something. They may not sit down and think about the foundation in a situation. They may just be in love with being in love. So Let's see what your partner has to say to you. Somebody, though, does want to do what it takes to move forward in the future with a new beginning. They want new opportunity. These cups are empty. Somebody is begging for choices, for options. Somebody's trying to fill themselves up. They're trying to learn a new way to be spiritually and socially, I think. Again, trying to correct something that was pointed out to them. But it looks like they are doing this, though, not out of a self-serving way, not out of an inner working way, putting in the work into themselves, but more so to impress the other person so they can have this commitment. So remember, when you're doing your inner work, especially with the twins, you can't do your inner work and hope that will speed up a union. You can't do the inner work and think, oh, well, my twin will be very impressed with me, and, this will speed up our union and we can live happily ever after. No, that's not the way this works. The twin is there to bring you back to yourself so that you can do the inner work for your journey, which heals their journey if they do their work. And then you go out and you heal humanity, right? So you can't be doing things for validation of other people. You have to do it for yourself. So let's see what they have to say to you. This is kind of a weird feel here. And here's the other situation. Outside of extreme circumstances, if somebody can't see your worth, right, they can't really probably see their own worth either. And if you're in a relationship and you're begging this person to see who you are, then quit. Just stop. Just stop doing anything and see how quickly it starts to fade away. You cannot force others to see you that way if they don't. And if they don't see your worth, then they're not your people. And they're not your person. And this isn't your lover. This isn't your twin. Sometimes we chase that validation, we chase that approval, when in all actuality, we should be giving that approval to ourselves. Who gives a fuck what they think? Are you over here taking care of your life and paying your bills and living your best life and doing what you need to do? Yeah. So the only person that you need to validate is yourself. If you're begging for someone to see you and validate you, they're never going to. Sorry for judging you and hurting your feelings. I do want to tell you this. My spirit is always with you. Can you feel me? Do you still love me too? Again, just because out of sight, out of mind's happening and you're in separation doesn't mean the twin goes away. They never go away. They never stop being your twin, no matter where you are. So best thing to do is go within, start doing that work. But point of the card is, can you feel your twin when they're not with you in the physical? 100%, because you have that silver cord. You have that energy connection. I'm still trying to find a place for myself in the world. Very well may be. But not at the expense of you. Not at the expense of the invalidation. I worry that you've moved on and this is all in my head. Is it? Do you still think about me? So they're over here kind of wondering the same things that you are, right? So let's see what their next move may be. They are communicating with you, although it may not be verbal. Okay, there is communication. You just have to listen to it, right? They are fantasizing about you. Admired. So it looks like they will be contacting you and connecting with you about this relationship. I don't think they want their freedom anymore. You know, somebody had an idea that they wanted to be single over here, that they wanted their freedom or whatever. Now they're saying that's not what they want. So what their next move is, they want to get back in line with you, in alignment with you. They want to re-up the contract. They want to connect with you and talk about this relationship. They're looking for connection from you. And of course, for the Karens out there, you know, you've got phone contact here, okay? So if you don't have a cell phone and you live in the middle of somewhere where there's no electricity, of course they're not going to call you. But for the rest of us that live in the regular world, you may be receiving communication. All right. What is the final outcome for this situation? Strength, Leo, courage, either to move forward or to walk away. Putting down the conflict in this situation is going to be a big thing too. Communication. So you've got communication, you've got the anxiety card. So the issue here is having the courage to set aside the difference, but do not be consumed with having the conversation about what went wrong. Have your closure, have your moment, purge it out, be gone. Be done with it. Then talk about what's working, what can work, what can be worked out, what compromise can we come to. And then you've got abundance happening. But somebody, I think, there's also some of you out there, okay, who may have a couple of choices. Couple of choices. You have to decide how to move forward here. Somebody also wants the idea of marriage, of children, of abundance, of getting in alignment with that regular kind of life, right? And then there's another part of somebody here, and I think this is you, Leo. Okay, so now we have the King and Queen of Wands. Let me find that card real quick. Who wants a match, okay? Yeah, do you want the idea of the family and the love and all of this? Of course you do. But there's also a part of you, Leo, who just wants somebody who's like you, who's equally yoked to you, who's matched to you. It's not such an effort to be in relationship with. You want a partner to move through life with. And I think, I mean, you know, twin flame, no twin flame, whatever. There's something to be said, okay, for someone knowing you and for someone building a relationship with somebody where it's not so much work. And someone who's kind of on the same page as you, right? Wants the same things out of life, maybe in the same stage of life that you're in. I could also be talking to older people, you know, my age and up, who, you know, we've kind of gone through our kid stage. You know, we're kind of like looking at the other side of stuff now, getting our kids raised and what have you, right? And you know, having a life of our own after that, right? So, but I also am talking about somebody maybe coming into your life, Leo, who's older than you. This could be an older man or older woman. This person's very insightful. And here we have this match, this King and Queen of Wands. This person is very introspective. They're very good conversationalists. They're a good companion. And if it's not love relationship, then maybe it's friendship, which it looks like somebody desperately needs here. So twin flame versus soulmate action. I think that's what you're looking at. You've done this with your twin flame. You're trying to heal this situation. You're trying to get, you know, to whatever it is you're supposed to be doing here with them, right? But you're also going to be having a soulmate come into your life that's going to be equal to you. That's going to be that knowing, that familiarity. You're going to have that comfort in relationship. You're going to be able to move through life with this person. This person may also be a fire sign. They're very attractive. They're very, they'll be good therapy, right? Without it being a taking and not giving situation. So look for the soulmate coming into your life. So what I'm saying is your twin flame, you may have things you got to iron out there. It doesn't necessarily mean this is going to end in union. But what you have here is a change of events. And you have a soulmate coming in. So let's kind of see how they feel about you in the bedroom. You know, you've got your twin who's going to come in. They're going to go out. They're going to come in. They're going to go out. Your soulmate person is the person who stays. Whoa. Well, somebody's, you know, ready to go. All right, so let's do this again, huh? Okay, so somebody has fantasies about oral stuff, right? Somebody's got a BJ thing. And also there's this element of very sensual, soft, intimate lovemaking. Somebody's definitely a boob man. But I think the thing here is that the idea of regularity. I don't understand. Maybe you guys will out there. So somebody's tired of sex or lovemaking or whatever kind of being a every now and again deal. Somebody wants a regular fuck, okay? They want it to be regular. I don't know. You guys do what you will with that. Somebody is tired of being alone. You know, you've got somebody out here alone in this field, okay? And they just want a partner. And they just want this energy here of a partner. So you've got a decision to make here, Leo, because you've got kind of a twin flame versus soulmate thing happening. And you've got a soulmate coming in, you've got a twin flame coming in, you've got a twin flame leaving, you've got all this stuff going on with the twin. And I think it's just time to make peace with situations. Okay? So, let's see about this over here. So you may have a double whammy. You maybe have a decision to make between two, right? For some of you out there who have that issue. But if that's not, when the twin flame exits, the soulmate comes in. Definitely suffering some loss. You're definitely losing yourself, losing how you feel about things, and that's part of the journey. Okay, remember about chasing validation and approval. That may be part of your shadow work, right? Somebody is trying to live in an attitude of gratitude. Somebody wants... Okay, let me put it to you this way. There's a loss that's being suffered. Yes, we talked about that. There's also another journey that's happening. Again, I talked about this soulmate energy coming in. There's also another journey that's happening here that's going to be beneficial to you. The twin is a catalyst for your shit, right? But the soulmate here is coming in for your healing and your comfort, right? So you've got home, you've got new journey, you've got appreciative happening. So you're going to have somebody come in who's going to feel very soothing, who's going to be very comfortable to be around. Okay? Somebody kind of feels like home. All right, so that's something to consider. Let's get some love cards on it. Be supportive. Closing out a cycle. Again, this is energy about support and comfort and love that's not so difficult to have. And, you know, this is your come home and make a cup of coffee and have a conversation kind of love. You know, this is comfort. Be supportive. And this is what, again, that's being presented. Back to what you love. So this is about getting back in alignment with what you want, where you want to go. And this is a new path for you. New lover coming in, soulmate lover, new path. Look to your inner strength. You're stronger than you realize. But if you block the transformation because you're fixated on chasing someone's validation, you're going to miss this opportunity of your soulmate coming in. So let's get an advice card. Yeah, this is a new beginning, a positive new emotional experience. Fulfilling romantic relationship, deep and lasting spiritual insights, right? So that's that soulmate coming in, new opportunity, new love. Change your perspective and get in alignment with what's important to you. What do you want? That's what you need to work toward. All right, so let's get one of these on it and we'll call it a day. The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. This is about recognizing your worth and stop chasing others' validation of you. The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. Well, I thought this is what I wanted, you know? But sometimes we're brought what we need, okay? So keep that in mind. Remember, you've got new love coming in. You've got a new soulmate coming in. Some of you may have a decision to make. It may hit at the same time. Others of you are getting that cycle come in when the other cycle's going out. So, Leo, you're going to have a busy April. See you guys.